How to edit like Devin Jatho. There is over 100 videos on YouTube teaching you how to edit like Devin Jatho, but none of them have done it. I'm David Mansilla. I worked with Devin for 3 years, where I not only created his popular editing style and edit most of his videos, I also trained a full team of editors to replicate it. And today I woke up in the mood to teach you everything, what nobody tells you about how to edit like Devin Jatho. Because everybody's teaching you how to do the basic stuff like captions, transitions, or UI animation. But nobody's teaching you how the Devin Jatho style is engineered to perform and go viral. Because this editing style is not that popular only because it has great quality of graphics and visuals. That it's also true. But ask yourself, why the Devin Jatho style is so popular that every editor wants to replicate it, every editor coach is teaching it, and every business owner is asking for it? It's not only because the captions look good, the graphics are appealing, and the transitions are smooth. It is because it's made based on techniques and concepts that studies the behavior, attention span, and learning capacity of the viewer. And even if all of this might sound complex, it is not rocket science. And by the end of this video, you will understand everything perfectly. So you will not only live by knowing how to edit like Devin Jatho, like everybody's telling you, but how to actually edit like Devin Jatho so you make viral edits that perform. So without further ado, let's break down my editing style. First, we'll do a quick recap of the 3 elements you need to create the Devin Jatho style. Basically, what everybody teach you, but teach you wrong, or not with the full context that you need. And then I'll present you the principles Pentagon, the 5 core elements you need to internalize to make the Devin Jatho style actually effective. Now, this is not another YouTube tutorial. This is a masterclass on how to master the style. So don't expect how to do this and that on After Effects. Take pen and paper or open a document file, listen carefully, and take notes. Because this is by far the most valuable video you will ever watch. I'm so confident on that if by the end of the video you don't agree with me, I invite you to give a dislike to this video. Let's begin. To create the Devin Jatho style, you need 3 elements: representations, music, and captions. First, let's go with the representations. One of the biggest mistakes that I'm seeing in the YouTube tutorial is that you have to create the visuals on After Effects. Creating graphics on After Effects is by far the less effective way to make them. After Effects is a motion graphic software, so if you're using it to create graphics, you really are wasting time and quality. Yes, you can get to a good level design by using it, but you will end up spending more time than if you use a software that is made for that specific purpose: design. To create visual graphics and any type of representations, me and the editors inside Devin's team use Figma. Figma is a software made specifically for design, giving you all the design tools you need to create appealing visuals that, with a plugin named Overload, with just a click you can send them to After Effects, so that you can animate everything afterwards. Another thing that I've seen from videos on YouTube is using Pentagon and other stock footage websites to download emojis, icons, and elements like that to put in your videos. And that's not bad. You can use the same graphics that 99% of the editors if you want to be a low quality editor. But if you want to make high quality reels, you cannot do what the rest of editors do. You need to create your own assets, icons, and graphics for your videos. Design is one of the most valuable skills that you can learn as a video editor, because editing is literally design on motion. The better your design looks, the better your editing will look. Now, nowadays it's easier than ever. You can use AI to be able to create graphics with just a few minutes by using the right prompts. I'll make a video about this really soon. Moving to the next mistake that I've seen in these tutorials is the sound design. Sound design, music, and sound effects is as important as the visual editing of the video. If your editing is extremely good but your sound design is average, your video feels boring and miss something essential. If you do bad sound design, your video will be horrible. If your sound design is decent, your video will be decent. However, if your sound design is excellent, your video will be from another planet. Now, how do you know what type of sound effects and music use in your videos? When it comes to sound effects, it's easy. Just make them match what happens on the screen. If there is a pan transition, do not use as UI sound effects. Use something that match it, like a wind sound effect. If there is a UI animation, do not use sound effects that are other things than UI sound effects. And never ever use the same sound effects more than once. Use effects and speed ramps to create variations on the same sound effects so you can reuse them. Now, when it comes to music, I've seen editors placing trending songs on their edit edits, and that's the worst thing you can do. Every client has its own vibe, and every video has a different storytelling. Using songs by default is something that is making your edits feel cheap. Instead, understand the vibe that that video has. If the creator tags is slow and calm, do not put a high-paced song, use a relaxed song instead. If the creator opens and shares a personal story, do not put a epic song, use a nostalgic one. Never default a song because it's trendy. Listen to the creator and pick the best type of song for it. I don't want to go deeper with this in this video, but I'll make sure to create a video just talking about music design because it's really important. And last thing, we have captions. I don't know why everybody is wondering how to do Devin caption style, because it's really simple. Just add a text layer, use Tactile Sans bold italic font or any variation of it, and then drop the following effects with these exact settings: Deep Glow 2, Shadow Studio 3, and Light Sweep. If you want the links to the first two, check the second link in the description, just so you know they are not free. And there you go. Now, let's cut the shit and start talking about the style principles Pentagon about why Devin Jatho style is that good, so that you can internalize the 5 core principles and use them in your videos. But why is so important that you use these principles? These principles are not just about performance in views. These principles are based on techniques and concepts that studies the behavior, attention span, and capacity of learning of the viewer, making your videos actually getting the attention of the viewers to watch the videos for longer, which makes the platform like Instagram to boost them and show them to more people. But not only that, the viewer will actually learn from your videos, increasing the perception of value of your client and making the viewer more inclined to buy from them later, which has a direct impact to your client's revenue, allowing yourself to charge way more for your edits. And that's why the viral psychology is so important, because it turns you from a regular editor to a business partner that your clients will fight to have. That is what makes you a valuable editor, not just being somebody who knows how to do 10 cool effects and animations on After Effects. With that said, let's start with the principles Pentagon, the 5 core things you need. First, viewer eye control. Viewer eye control is called when you know exactly where the viewer's eyes are going to be looking at. It's basically controlling the eyes of the viewer. This helps the viewer retain more of the information and making them understand it faster and easier. Because if you are distracting the viewer with many information that they don't know where to look at, or you add too much movement and elements at the same time, you will confuse the viewer and they will end up scrolling and limit your video. Here is an example without applying these principles in a video edit.
Completely free speech recognition model. It works with any audio file.
And now here is an example applying this principle in a video edit.
It shows you your video skip rates, it shows you your video's like rates, share rates, follower versus non-follower engagement, but most importantly, it reveals your video's retention graph.
Huge difference. Now, how can you apply this principle? First, making sure you don't have too much information on a screen. The more information, the harder it is for the viewer to see what you want them to see. So for example, if we have a visual like this, I will remove the elements that are not necessary to understand the visual. Then, once we remove unnecessary elements, we can reduce the opacity of exposure of the elements that are necessary to get context of the visual, but are not exactly what we want the viewers to focus on. And after all of this, we can even go the extra step to add a little animation on the part that we want the viewer to focus on. These little animations are called micro animations and are key to control the eyes of the viewer to that little thing that represents what the creator is saying. Let's see the difference before and after. Now moving to the second principle. This one is called viewer depictable. A viewer depictable representation is when the viewer can picture themselves inside the video. They see the action, they feel the moment. They imagine themselves doing exactly what the creator is teaching. This is by far one of the most powerful things you can do as a video editor, because the viewer sees themselves in the video. They understand the information faster, they stay engaging longer, and they are far more likely to take the action that the creator is talking about. Most editors don't know this, and they represent the video with anything that makes sense, without having a purpose behind every visual. Let's say an example. Let's say a creator talks about a crypto strategy. A non-viewer depictable representations will be something like this.
Take us as an example. It only did a 20x in 1 month because CZ, the founder of Binance, promoted it.
But a bigger depictable representation would be something like this.
The rule is simple. Close 70% once the 25 DMR crosses below the 75 DMR on the 4-hour chart. 4 hours, not daily.
You get the idea, right? That is viewer depictable. Always ask yourself, can the viewer picture themselves in this moment? Next core principle, native to the platform. This one is inside the viewer depictable one, because a viewer depictable visual most of the times is going to be native to the platform. Native to the platform means that the visual you use looks exactly like the real app or software the creator is talking about. The real interface, the real buttons, the real colors, not a generic graphic. Not something you created that looks like the real thing. Exactly the real interface. The actual product. This matters because the viewer use these apps every day. They know exactly what they look like. The moment something feels off, they lose trust. And when they lose trust, they stop paying attention. Let's see an example.
You comment the word Onyx and I'll reach out to you.
This will be a non-native to the platform visual for whenever someone says comment the word X and I'll send it to you. And this will be a native to the platform version that is exactly like it looks like a viewer commenting the word in the video.
That's directly made me $244,000 and counting.
Another example, following with the same idea as before.
So if you want to check it out, comment viral flow and I will send you the deeds.
When it looks real, it feels real. When it feels real, the viewer knows it. Now, before moving to the last 2 core principles, I know that these might seem like a lot, and they are, but these 5 principles are just 5 out of the more than 70 modules inside my program Apex Editors, where I do not only teach you how to edit cooler, I teach you principles and techniques like the ones that you are learning in this video. Literally nobody is talking about this, and nobody is teaching you that. So if you want to level up your editing skills so you can reach $10,000 a month and more, you can join Apex Editors through the first link in the description. I'll see you inside. Moving to the 4th core principle, Blueberry Pancakes. Blueberry Pancakes is a technique to create expectation on the viewer around something the creator is talking about. This is great for call to actions to give something to the viewer. Instead of showing something random or just 2 captions, you show exactly what they are getting, making them want that even more and taking the action the creator wants them to take, like a comment, share, like, click, etc. Think about it like this. Imagine I sell pancakes, and this is my store. Could you be interested in buying some pancakes? Probably not. You don't know how the pancakes look like. Now imagine that this is my store, with clear and big pictures on how my pancakes are. This will make you more inclined to buy some of my pancakes to try them. Same concepts with the videos. When the creator talks about something that you can show to make the viewer want it, you use Blueberry Pancakes. You show exactly what the viewer will get, exactly how that looks like, to create hype and make the viewers take an action. For example, some creators do the if you want this, comment X and I'll send it to you. If you show exactly what they will get if they comment, and that looks extremely good, you will have a bigger percentage of viewers commenting for it, increasing the performance of the video drastically. Now, moving to the last core principles, graphic visual hooks. This is by far one of the simplest and more powerful things that you can do to grab the attention of the viewers and make them watch the video for longer. I will talk about it, but I literally posted a video going in depth about how you can make graphic visual hooks in your videos. So click on this video to check it out. And don't forget to follow so you don't miss more value like this.